Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on good old Satisfactory, ready for another day, back on a modded playthrough. And if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager, so you can download it and install mods for yourself. Yes. Okay, so first of all, as I have been mentioning the several episodes already, that just be aware of mods if you go to install mods or anything like that. Just be aware that those mods are still, if they're in yellow on the mod manager, that means that they work kind of. If they're in red, do not install them. Just leave them alone. Or if they installed, keep them disabled because they are broken for an update date. The mods are the people that make these mods are still working effortlessly to get these mods ready to go, but at least there's a lot of mods now that are available. Unfortunately, our mods that we use quite often on this series is one of them kind of works, and the other couple are still broken. Unfortunately, we do have a few mods, just very, just kind of little background stuff, stuff you're never going to notice, but it's just the way it is. But yeah, they are working effortlessly. Also, I'd like to mention that the channel's been doing very well recently, so I'm pretty happy about that. Thank you guys again. I can't thank you enough for the amount of support and stuff like that for subscribers and views and whatnot. So thank you. Also, we are getting really close to the end of this series, so do keep in mind that this series is going to end very shortly. I don't know how many episodes we've got left, but that all depends on how well we do here. All right. So as of last episode, this is where we had gotten to last time. I did do a few things, but this is where we got to last time. We had built this cube. We built the frame for it. This is going to be making the pressure conversion cubes, if you couldn't guess. We've got the infused modular frames off to the left there. Also a very similarly designed building. Uh, just like all of these, we've got cooling systems that are coming up on screen now. We still haven't finished it because Micromanage is still completely broken for update date, unfortunately. Hopefully it'll come back soon so we can finish that project. And then we've got batteries over here. This one's an oversized building because we needed so many machines. So it's a bit fat, a bit thick with two C's on that battery, but it gets the message across that, hey, we're making batteries here. But anyway, yes, this is where we got to last time. As you can clearly see, there is a little bit more done that wasn't done last time. As well, I had put in glass, not only on the walls but also on the ceiling as well, just to match this other building. And I added some extra bits to the top uh, to give it that extra bit above the glass, but also the extra black bit that's on top of each four corners. If we look at the pressure conversion cube item that's in the game here. Yeah, as you can see here, if we take a nice close look there, you can see there's an extra little black bit. Now I was gonna go with, I might still do that. It's like I was gonna go with black walls, but I thought uh, there isn't a whole lot of actual black on here. It's more steel colored, which is fine. I mean, it gets the message across, right? With all this, so yeah, I figured just add that extra bit up there because I needed an extra bit because the glass roofing does go above those top half foundations up there. Also, I added this. This is the new wall, so I did move it in to where the beams were to make it work. And I put these pillars, kind of sunk them in. Whoops, kind of sunk them in into these bases here, the supports, just to clear a way for the doorway. And also looks like maybe when the factory's closed, the beams come together. I wish there was if you could make moving buildings in this game, like pistons and things. I immediately went to that, but because that's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, moving buildings, if you could like add animation, that'd be really cool. That'd probably be a mod, and then it'd be insane, it'd be very insane. But yeah, so the beams do cover the windows here. The windows go all the way to the floor, so you can't get in unless it's through the front door. And we've got a roof as well. I did double lay the roof in the middle. It's the same on that side too. It's just because the roofing is asymmetrical, so I have to add that extra bit. So it just makes things look slightly darker right there in the middle, but it doesn't really bother me a whole lot. So what is the plan for today? Well, the plan for today is to actually build these pressure conversion cubes. We need to import materials, and we need to export material, or the pressure conversion cube itself, of course. Oh, and also I have decided to I'm going to put a drone port on the roof. The drone port, that's where it's going to go. Rather than having it on the roof of the central storage area, I'm just going to put it on the roof of this building, and then we'll just bring in pressure conversion, or send out pressure conversion cubes all the way over to the power plant to then get made into the nuclear pasta. And while I was looking at nuclear pasta, I was like, okay, what else do we need for phase 4 to then begin to make the two manufacturing factories that are going to be doing thermal propulsion rockets and the magnetic field generators? I just realized that we don't have to make anything else. This factory is the last factory before making phase 4. So we are very close to the end of this series, which is making me both excited and kind of sad. I've enjoyed this series quite a lot, and I hope you guys have too. It's been a lot of fun. I realize that there's going to be projects that go unfinished and stuff like that, so it's kind of sad, but it's got to end sometime, right? I mean, we could keep going, but there'd be no reason after phase 4. We get the golden coffee cup, things like that. So, but yeah, and it's like I said, I am gonna save the game. The game is going to be saved and kept. And then if I get time to work on, I will work on it, and then we'll do a final. Um, of course, at the end of this series as well, we'll do a final kind of showing of all the stuff that we've accomplished. Because we've done quite a lot, haven't we? It's been quite insane. And stuff like that. But anyway, enough talk about that. The pressure conversion cubes, I believe we only need one machine, right? Let's check up on that. Okay, so here we are back on the website. This is the Satisfactory calculator. Link in the description should you wish to try it, or should you wish to use it. It is a very great tool, and the people that work on this is completely free Satisfactory calculator. They also make Valheim calculator, Dyson Sphere program calculator, just anything that needs numbers like that. A lot of them games will be on this, and they do it all for free. So shout out to them. Really amazing people. I don't even know them, but still amazing. So we've got the 1.5 directory systems. We got 2 magnetic field generators. We wanted to make 2 thermal propulsion rockets. Also, these are in per minutes, by the way. And then we wanted to make 1 nuclear pasta per minute, which requires, if we zoom in here, 1 nuclear pasta per minute. That requires 2 particle accelerators. These are not overclocked, by the way. You could do it with 1, but we had space for 2, so we did 2. So pressure conversion cube, we only need 1 machine to do pressure conversion cubes. Isn't that amazing? Exactly 1 machine makes 1 per minute. So that's it. That's all we need, just 1 machine. I built all this space for 1 freaking machine. That's okay though. But yeah, everything else we're making. The only factories after this that we need to make is finish up the nuclear pasta, do the thermal propulsion rockets, and the magnetic field generators, and we're done. And then all it is just time to wait for those to be finished. This is why I'm doing the nuclear pasta first, because this takes the longest. We need 1,000 of these, and it makes 1 per minute. This is with both of them. So we can do that 1 per minute versus 1,000. So that's 1,000 minutes. Anyway, let's go ahead and switch back over to the actual game here before I forget and leave you guys on this screen like I did that one time. Oh, that was funny. Sure, you'll never let me forget that, but anyway, back over here on Satisfactory, we're going to hit end, so we're going to take 1,000. Oops, 1,000. We're going to divide that by 60. That's going to take us 16 hours. Because one per minute, 1,000 minutes, 1,000 minutes, there's 60 minutes in an hour. You divide the 1,000 by 60, that's 16 hours worth of gameplay. 16.6. So we'll just say 17 hours, just round up. So 17 hours worth of gameplay, that's almost a full day's worth of hours. This is why I'm doing this one first. I should have done this one before I even done the assembly directory systems, but that's okay. The thermal propulsion rockets, we just divide the 16 by 2, which is going to be 8 hours. So 8 hours on the thermal propulsion rockets, and let's see, we're going to be making, so 4,000. Let's just do this one as well, 4,000, and we divide that by 60. Let's say we're making one a minute. 4,000, we're going to divide that by 60. That's going to take 66 hours. If we were making one per minute. Now we can overclock that, or not overclock that, but take another machine, and we can take that down to 33 hours, which is just over a day of gameplay, which is pretty freaking insane. So maybe we should do them first. Well, we're almost done with the nuclear pasta. So the magnetic field generators is definitely crazy. We may end up at some point, when we're ready to do the magnetic field generators, what I might end up doing is just overclocking the machines just to get them done faster, even though it wouldn't be efficient. I think that would be just the best. But anyway, back to this, because we have limited time, of course. We're going to be making these, so... the one thing we do want to avoid is putting anything in these corners that's within this area, because there's going to be actually structure built there eventually if that mod ever becomes available again. But yeah, we only need one machine, so I'm just going to put down one machine. That's it. We could put down two, but there's no reason to put down two anymore. Like at this stage, there's no reason to put down more than one. And I know this is an assembler, not a blender, but that's okay. We'll just put it like that, whatever, it doesn't matter. Even though I know we can't put it in the middle. I wonder if we could. Can we use the nudge to put it in the middle? Like that always bothered me why you can't ever center this little hump piece with the... call the hump piece, whatever. The framing of it, you can't ever center it, right? If we hold control. Hey, we can center them now. Okay, well, that's something new. We do need to move it over. There we go. So now it's centered both ways. Very nice. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Because there's two different stages of nudge. There's the full 1 meter nudge, I think, and then there's half a meter nudge, which works, so. So this one, pressure conversion cubes. We need fused modular frames and radio control units, so we're going to have to build a belt to get the radio control units over here. Also, I did pick up radio control units and high-speed connectors so that we can make the drone ports. And we've got batteries just over there, so we don't have to go far for them being delivered to our drone ports as well. Okay, so the fused modular frames are going that way, so we're just going to bring them in underground as well here. So just like this, we're going to make this all 1 meter here. No one's going to know the difference. Hopefully we don't run into too many obstacles. Okay, so somehow we got to get fused modular frames over here from that side. Interesting. I might have to go down this way. Okay, so actually, instead of doing this, I have a better idea. That's a little laggy right here, but 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm connecting to power, that's why. I'm like right on the verge. Seeing the left, bottom left there. Yeah, and every time I lose power, of course we already know it lags. Yeah, so we'll go through here, and then we're going to go this way. This is also going to be a tunnel. Okay, and then one more. That's actually okay that the pipe does that. I'm just fine with that. Wonder why it leaned like that. That's weird. Nah, whatever. Okay, so this belt's got to go for a second. Just real quick. It's like that belt's got to go, and then we're gonna have to put a foundation for the moment. Logistics. Smart splitter. I'm wondering if I should put it into the wall, or if I should leave it out like this. Maybe out like this is fine. Just because it was leaning, that's why I had to. That's why I had to do it like that. Okay. So then we'll hook this up like that. And then its center is going to be overflow. Right is going to be any. Then we'll hook this up. Okay. There we go. And then let's see. 6. Need to remove this. Go back to 6. That's a little close. A little bit over. Oh, balls. I didn't click it. I clicked it, but it didn't click. I think I'm getting that mouse thing again. It's been a while. Sometimes the mouses that the mouse that I use, there is a problem with it that happens after a long time where the click will either not click or it'll double click. And when you try to hold the click, it just double clicks or clicks again. It's very strange. It's hard to explain unless you have this mouse. Like, I love this mouse. This mouse is an amazing mouse. It's got 2 buttons on the top, along with the scroll wheel button. So technically 3 with the middle mouse click. And then you've got 12 buttons all on the side where your thumb is. You got a whole 12 buttons, 12 button keypad right there that you can program those buttons to do whatever you want. Same with the 2 top ones. You can program them as well. Yeah, really, really crazy mouse. The only problem is it does come with an issue that is the left click. I don't understand what happens with the. I imagine what ends up happening is it becomes a. It just eventually it becomes a. Worn out, and it becomes less sensitive, so you have to click it a little harder. And like I said, sometimes it just doesn't click. It clicks like the noise, but it doesn't actually click with the actual click. But it's very rare that this happens as well. So it's not like it happens all the time, at least not yet. It is very rare though that it does happen to me. Where it's just like I click something, I know I clicked it, but I didn't click it hard enough, I guess, for it to register. Which is okay. And people are just like, now we've gotten back to the random speech, the random talk, the random commentary that I'm going to be forever known as. The random commentary man. Who plays games and talks about other crap that has nothing to do with the game. So we need to bring in radio control units, which that's going to be one of the hardest. Because that is a very, very far away. We can run a belt all the way up here. I have made room to be able to do that. It's just, it's going to take time, and it's going to be laggy as well. Did I turn off TSR? I think I did. Even though that's not going to help with it's not going to help with that. We can do FXAA. Play with that. That doesn't give us any more frames, so it doesn't matter. Because it's not graphics, it's not a graphics issue, it's a CPU issue. Although turning the graphics down to low would get me a few more frames, it wouldn't make all that much difference. Because some of the graphics processing is done by the CPU, so that's why it does give you a little bit more. But the graphics card is, like, this game uses my graphics card the least, which is really crazy. It's because it's a factory game. Even though it looks good, sure it does use the GPU, but it's more CPU based than anything. Are we pulling radio control units from somewhere else? We are. Oh, to turbo motors, right? Am I correct about that? Or were we pulling those? Yeah, to turbo motors, okay. Hold on, put that back. So we can pull from the turbo motors. There's a tunnel over there that we can use. Hopefully it has enough room for us. There we go. My sidewalks are weird. Shut up. I'm gonna have factories that are gonna be... I don't know if I'll ever do a city build again. The city build is fun. I love the city build because everything's all in one place. You know, it looks really awesome. The only problem with the city build is it's laggy as... It's crazy. Here we go. Okay, so then... So we'll do our foundation. Can I drop in here? There we go. That's what I wanted. How much radio control units are we doing? We're only doing one manufacturer, right? That's what it looks like. One manufacturer doing turbo motors. Are we overclocked at all? Let's see. We are. We're making two. Okay. That works. Let's see. So that uses 4 radio control units per minute. Okay. I was just wondering if we could do a belt off of the end of this, or if we could split with another machine. So radio control units, there they are. I was gonna put one here, but then I was just like, no, there's not enough space. So see some ground in here. So what I'll do is I'll put a smart splitter on this, and then what we'll do is we'll pull it through here. We need to get to this area right here. And we might do like some underground pipe work and stuff. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Stuck! Don't you guys just love Lumen? I freaking love Lumen, man. I don't have any lights down here, by the way. and it is completely nighttime outside. The sun's starting to come up, but yeah, look at this. Look, you don't have to have lights. The belts give you light. It's, I always was always hopeful that they would add lights to the belts would actually illuminate light, but I never understood that you couldn't do that um, until Lumen came along, and then I'm just like, oh, Lumen, this is amazing. From now on, I will never play this game without Lumen. I love it too much. It's too good. Okay, so then I want it to pop up right here. Right here. It's actually off a little bit. I need to move that over if I can. Okay, let's go that way. This needs to receive. Yeah, we need to move this over. I don't know why I thought I was against the wall or whatever. Okay. Receiving. And sending. Okay. Disconnect those two. Alright. So now we're just going to do a splitter. Just your common, average, everyday splitter. Production, logistics. 9, splitter. There we go. And 3. Okay. And we're just going to split with this other machine because there's no reason for a smart splitter. Okay, I'm going to make this into a 1 meter so I can actually get through here. There we go. And then we just got to run this belt all the way back. Just by following this line here. So then 1, 2. It's nice when you don't even look. I have my flashlight off right now. It's nice when you don't even need a flashlight to see things. Because it just works. In the name of Todd Howard. Okay. Just need to match up that. So that's right on the edge. And run it down. It's where it gets complicated again. We gotta worm our way through this area. Ah. What's happening? We could go down and then... Well, let's see here. If we put a thing right here, right next to this belt. Would we be able to... Actually, why don't we just go right there? We go underneath, right, like this. Oops, that's the wrong way. Run it in like that. Ah! Being shoved all over the place. And then we just run a belt like this. Yeah. Patrol units. course, we just follow what this belt is doing. I've said it before, but yeah, it is really, really cool to look at this on Satisfactory calculator. Okay, that's not gonna work. But if you look at this on Satisfactory calculator, I'll have to show you guys eventually. Maybe we will. We'll look at it. Maybe at the end of the episode we'll look at it. That needs to be a little more. It's too short. And we can do this. There we go. We'll look at this on Satisfactory calculator, the belts and the train network and all that stuff, because it's really cool to see. Like, the train networks kind of go crazy, but the belt network, most of it, there's some spots where it's just like, what the hell was I thinking, you know? I guess I was just being lazy or whatever, but it looks like a freaking circuit board. It's pretty cool, because a lot of my belts, they if they go in the same tunnels, they follow very similarly. Okay, it looks like, yeah, this is up against the wall. It looks like I'm going to have to get on this side of the heavy modular frames. So the heavy modular frames come in there, and then go across. Okay, that's going to be a little bit weird. So we're going to go 7. Obviously, because we need to go underground here. It's going to have to go this way. Then yeah, then we need another 7 to pop up here next to this belt lift. Like that. Now, can we connect that neatly? Yes, we can. Okay. Perfect. Oops. Let me just go over that way. And we should have this. See, when I got room to fly, I'm gonna fly if I can, because it's easier to see where the poles are. And we just go over this way. We need to get over to this side. To get up to where this is going, I think, right? Where are the heavy modular frames? Oh no, they're clear over here. No, we need to get over to this side to follow this rubber. Okay, so we're gonna have to bring the belt over to here, because it's gonna take up that space anyway. Can we go this way? No. Okay, so we'll go underground, and then we'll pop it back up over here. And where this is. This should have been a tunnel to begin with. Like that. Yeah, that works. Okay, yeah, so that's how we'll have to do that. We should probably do that too. And like that. And then we'll just pull the wall through. Or we just leave it like, well. I guess like that. Okay. So then, put this here. That there. Yep, just like that. I'm out of plastic. Freaking out here. Oh, we still got this belt that's never been used. Which way does this go? Oh, it's going out. Yeah, there's a belt here that's never been used. That goes somewhere. Never used it though. I was planning on using it for something, I think, at some point. Alright, we have to remove that for a minute. So we can hook this in. Okay. And this belt goes this way. Actually, you know what we should immediately do? We should go underground. Like with a 7. Like this. We could connect this into the hole first. There, we can overlap those. Or where did we want to go underground? Doesn't matter. Let's see, this one, I could get that closer too. So if we go right next to the edge of a foundation, then it's just easier. This. Yep, and you hear it go beep. So it connected. I'm gonna remove this hole here. Try not to go down too far so I don't lose all my power. Okay. That just makes things easy. Alright, so actually, let me remove that. I'm going to need to connect to it anyway. So it's on this foundation here. So that belt is going to end up right here. So the edge of this foundation. I'm going to put a 7. Like that. And then go in like that. Out like that. Yep, that does line up. I wonder if it'll reach. Hopefully it will. Yes, it will. It will reach. And it goes straight. I think. Looks straight. Oop. Yeah, it doesn't curve. Okay. Good, good, good. You know, I wish the noodle build, you know, when you select noodle as a building, as a way of building for like pipes and tubes and things. It'd be cool if they had a noodle for belts as well, so that the belt would actually have, you could make decent curves with the belts. The belts, they only work, the only place that a belt will angle from is from the start point and the end point. So if it has to make a turn, it's going to bend at the start point, bend at the end point. So after those bends, the rest of the belt is straight. That's how that belts work. Which is actually kind of annoying, to be honest with you. But I guess that's okay. Yeah, we'll just straight connect this. Okay, there goes the radio control units. Off they go. Stop. Very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. Cover that portion of it up. And since that's connected, let's do that. I think that belt was straight anyway. I hope. That's going to bring our radio control units. All the way up like this. It's like, yeah, if I had somebody's help, I probably would have had a lot of more of my projects done. Just had nobody to help me on this series. Well, I did, but it was only for like a few episodes, like here and there, so. I'm not blaming them either, you know. Yep, build what you want. Saying that if I did have more help, I probably would have. the city would actually probably look better. But again, I'm not saying that I should have had help. I'm just saying that if I had help, I don't know. It's hard to explain one of those types of things. Where it's just like, oh yeah, and you sound like an asshole. Anyway, like, well, if I had help, as if it's condescending. It's not. Oops. Okay. Yeah, the double click is not happening all the time. It's weird. So we need to connect to this right here, so 7. Okay, go down again. That. Like that. Put the floor back in, and run the belt. And there she goes. There goes the radio control units. Popping up over here. After this, we can finally put the sidewalk back in that road. Okay. Right there. Looks like there's a little indication where that belt is, or where the belt pole is, whatever you want to call it. Right there. So yeah, I'm just gonna follow this. I always like to back them up a little bit so that I have space to maneuver if I ever need to. Save my butt a couple times. It's just like, if you give yourself space to maneuver, like here, I could put it here, and that'd be just fine, and I'd probably never need to adjust it, but if I go back a foundation, I can adjust it more. Like if I need to pull it a little bit more, I can, and whatnot, so. That sounds very weird out of context, I'm sure. I leave myself room to grow. Sorry. 2. And we just go like this. So now we're going to put in our lifts. Just sticks. I might make those shorter so that they work correctly. Okay. So, and we're going to put it on a conveyor pole here. We need to figure out the distance. That's probably a bit too far. There might work. Now we need to connect from here first. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. Okay. Alright. So this, and then this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh wait, yes it does. Get it connected to that first. There we go. That makes our lifts shorter. We can just go boop. Connect it to this. There we go. There's our radio control units. And then our fused modular frames, which I need to bring over here. Perfect. Foundations. We can finally put all this back. It's no longer needed. I just gotta go figure out how to get power to this building. Like, actually get power to it. Let's see, because we're gonna be at this level. I already built a little bit of a belt here, so I kind of knew the height of what it was gonna be doing. So if we go to the middle wall, so this one here. And this one here. 1, 2. Then that'll be the pressure conversion cubes going in. And what I'll do is I'll send the rest up with the lift. So I have to use a smart splitter somehow. Okay, but the center wall is this one. Sorry about all the flashing. I don't know what's going on with that. HC, is that related to anti-aliasing? I don't think so, but we'll give her a go. Let's go TSR again. Now they didn't really fix it. I think it's because of the way the windows are trying to overlap each other. It's very strange. Okay, so yeah, that didn't activate. And then everything looks a little more blurry now. Options. Video. What if we tried none first? I almost switched it and then crashed the game. NVIDIA DLSS. Apply. Yeah, NVIDIA DLSS works, but it also makes things look way more blurry. But it looks nicer. It's really strange. And then go back to none. I'm trying to keep from crashing this game here. I'll go TSR. Yeah, TSR is still buggy, geez. Or laggy, sorry. Not laggy, but I guess we'll just go with none. There. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I do there, it seems. Now we're gonna put in a wall, I guess. So architecture. No walls. Put in a steel wall. There we go. Okay, I know it's not gonna match the height, but it'll make it work. So what I'm gonna do is, I think what I might do. What I'm gonna do is what I think I might do, because you know that's how conversation works. I've always been like that. Eh? Okay, well at least we know that's hooked up, so we no longer have to worry about what's that mean. Ah, there's no power in here. Okay, so. I have an idea, and I think it'll work great. I just need to make it work. I want to do a smart splitter and then a merger. It's gonna look weird. I will say that. It is gonna look weird. We need to go above this machine though, so we'll have the smart splitter like here, I guess. We need to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Yeah. No, we need to go up to the height of that wall. Actually, power. Power, power, power. Okay, there we go. And we'll put supports for it later. But then we're gonna put an 8, a merger. So it was right there. So that means the lift, actually let's put the lift in, just as a temporary measure. Let's see. Need a foundation right there. Okay. And then a 7. Because you're right on the edge, right? Then 1, 2. It's right there. And then a 6. No, we need to move it over a bit. That's 6. Okay, perfect. Okay. And then we push or remove the glass. Or the foundation, I mean. Whatever. And then so the merger takes up that much space, or the splitter and the lift takes up that much space. And then we do an 8 right here. So it takes up, I think, all the way to that edge. So here, this might need to be moved over a bit. Yeah. Actually, not really, but yes. It doesn't have to, but I want it moved over a little further. 9, 8. Let's put it there. You may think I'm crazy. You're like, what the heck are you doing? Doing this. So center is going to be any, left and right is going to be overflow. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll do 5s here. Okay. So then we need to zoop that. This is for the supports. Oops. There we go. And what I'm also going to do is architecture. This one here. And zoop that as well. Pull it all the way up to the top. There we go. Okay, because that's going to go to the that's going to go to the drone port up there. Alright, so then we need to get power to this machine. I'm thinking about going all the way. Can I do this? Yeah, just like right in the machine there. So that's in the middle. We could get that like in the glass, couldn't we? We might have to remove the glass to do it. And best to do that. There we go. And it doesn't really look that weird. Okay, that'll be how power gets in the building. So now we need to leave. Yeah, because these power connectors are not going to exist, so... we need a way of getting power over to this spot. So is this the height? Yeah. We should probably go to there. Then we'll go... where's the connector there? And then, yeah, we'll go to here. And then I'm going to go to here. And then we'll go to here. And then we're going to go up this beam. Just like that. To the middle. And to this. I'm actually going to leave these up here, I think. I think they, because I placed them specifically, I think those will work out for being up there. But these outer ones are probably going to go like these here. Okay, and then we could put a connector right in the middle of this. I want to connect it to that, please. So I guess not. So I think that's about the, I mean, it's not the right height, but it's close. We'll just connect that directly to there. And there we go, machine is going. We are now making pressure conversion cubes. Yay! Pressure conversion cubes. Alrighty. And then we just need to get those sent as well. So we'll do that. So yeah, there we go. Okay, then we'll remove these power poles here. These are no longer useful. Yep, alright. Then up here we gotta put our whatchamacallit, transport drone port. Oh, this is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. That's what she said. I actually like it there, but I want to move it, yeah, more towards the middle. Oh. That exceeds maximum distance, does it? Okay. It's right there. Is that exactly in the middle? It is. Okay. Excuse me. Kind of came out of nowhere. Is this the right size? It looks like it. Okay, perfect. Drone port built. So we're going to have 3 belts coming in this for this thing. We're going to be outputting. Let's see, this one's going to be, so drone port 1, no, it's going to be named, yeah. Did I spell that right? Pressure conversion. Pressure conversion cube factory. I think I spelled that right. Pressure conversion cube factory. Yeah, I did spell right. Okay. So pressure conversion cube factory, and then we need a drone. Oh, I don't have one of those little deals. No big deal, though. No big deal. We have the stuff to make it. So, should we do 2 drones? Or should we just do the 1 drone back and forth? Can we have 2 drones on the same thing? I think we can. Oops, that's the wrong one. I was wondering why I couldn't find it. I haven't done this in so long. There we go. Just in case we can make 2. We'll make 2 of these. Because 2 drones is better than 1. And I think we have the batteries to support it, so... transport... drone... Okay. Yeah. I want to interact with the drone, not the drone port. Please. He's sleeping. It's because there's no power. Alright. So, power. Straight to that corner. There we go. We're on. We're live. He doesn't have any batteries. Okay, so the batteries, which are being brought over here, we're going to have to smart split them over here. To bring them up. Then we got to bring 2 belts this way. Okay, this belt is ready, isn't it? Like I can hook this up, because it's already being smart split to where it needs to go. Yeah. It's like I can hook this up now. Invalid shape. What the? No. Connect to the... Please. Yeah, connect to the splitter, not the wall. That's... I was just like, what the heck? That should work. Alright. So we've got that one. And then we're gonna have another 2 belts outside here. One's gonna go up, one's gonna go down. And the other belt that's gonna go down is gonna be bringing the nuclear pasta to central storage. So, okay. So how do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is do this. And I actually want to do this as well. Do we want to do this right here? Or do we want to do this right here? Because then we'd have the batteries right here. What the heck? Is this not working? I had that on Zoop. Why was it? Oh, because I was an idiot. That's why. Makes sense. Because I was an idiot. Even he's laughing at me. What the hell were you doing, bud? Yeah. Okay. Can I delete this, please? Oh, it's a mode. Jeez. So many modes now and everything. I'm getting confused. 2,000 hours on Satisfactory. I'm getting confused. So I'm actually going to put it here. I think that'd be the best. I should be able to snap a smart splitter to that. Line up line there. Oh. Okay, that did work. Alright. When you see the belt move, then you know it's working. Alright. I might do a foundation up here off of this to get things lined up where I want it. Because I don't want to stick a belt or a lift. I don't want to stick a lift out that far. So what I can do is I can do a 6. I think this lines up with that. Yeah. Then I can do this here. Actually, was nicely executed. Actually, that's backwards though. 6. Was it there? I think so. No, it was not there. It was a little further over. Right there. Okay. So these are batteries for the drone port. So center is going to be overflow. Left is going to be any. I'm just going to send the belts up. Or send them. I put it backwards again! Fucking me. How can I be so stupid? I don't know. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I lose my focus for that type of stuff, and I get angry, or not really angry, just irritated that I did it more than once. What the heck's wrong with me? So this one's gonna be going this way. So yeah, that's the level. So the nuclear pasta is gonna come this way. I'm gonna have to move that belt backwards a little bit. Or that lift backwards a little bit. That means I might just move both of them. So at least they're the same. So 6. Okay. And I probably could have put like a splitter or merger in there, but at this point, it's okay. Okay, there we go. So this one's going to be receiving the pressure conversion cubes. There? Nope. Can't seem to put it on that same angle. I might have to do both angles at once. So 4. There. Let's see. That's a little too far back. So then 3 again. Does that match the angle? Yeah, that matches the angle. Okay, and that connects to there. So we're sending pressure conversion cubes out, and then we're going to be receiving I wonder if that'll work. Better to place it this way. Then I'll be receiving the thermal, or the nuclear pasta. Nope, that definitely ain't gonna work. Okay. Yeah, we may have no choice here. I don't think we do. And no, I'm not moving the belt. It's like, I will deal with it. I am okay. So right there. Will that work? That's a very weird belt. If I could put a 4 right here. I suppose. That's about the only choice I have, though, at the moment. Okay, and then these are going to be coming in. So these ones aren't as close. That's why the angle doesn't match. So right there. I was just trying to match the angle. Well, actually, that's not even right. Okay, and I gave it all my batteries too, so there it is. So now we got our power source, which is batteries. No destination set because we don't have a drone port over there. Nor do we have the pressure conversion cubes going to the correct spot. But at least now we have a destination for them. This machine is making it, so I might throw an overclocker in here just for fun. Just for fun. So we make like 1.5 per minute rather than 1. I cannot believe it. It's only made 15 since we've started. Since we hooked them up. And then 6. I said, and then 6. There we go. Actually, we want this a bit further back. Closer to the door. Closer. So when you walk in, you're immediately greeted with a lift. Right there, I guess. Of course, that line of line's not going to help me any, because there is none. That looks... Yeah, that looks level. Okay, I'll hook it up. I think that's level. Looks like it. Okay. Very nice. Just gonna hook it up. And then we gotta run our architecture again for this. There. That gives our lifts, our lift. That gives them support. Look at the drone port up there. I might end up turning that ceiling, since it doesn't work anymore, I might just turn it back into normal ceiling. Let's do that, because that, obviously the glass doesn't help anymore. The skylight. That's under architecture, right? Yep. And then fix it roof, or should we do like tar? Or maybe metal roof. We'll do metal roof. Flat. Oh, you can't replace them. Okay. That's fine. I can do that easily. Okay. And then... Yeah, and then metal roof. That's a flat. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, that roof won't work. What about tar? I can already see it. It's already going to be glitchy. I guess the glass is the only one that worked, but it doesn't look good though. What about the foundations? At least the foundations look okay. I'm gonna put this up there. Just put this everywhere. There. And at least it looks supported. You know? It's like we could run like beams across. I think that looks good. At least, like I said, at least it looks supported now. I'll call that good. Okay, so back over here, because we need to finish this. Because these lifts are just going up into space at the moment with no supports, no way to support those. I'm going to use this, not that one. I'm going to use this one. I think this one will encompass both, won't it? Is it right here? No, it won't. Okay. That's fine, actually, because we can do this instead. Oh no, that goes into that lift. Okay. I guess these then? Oops. But I think for going this high, we're going to need a little more of something, right? Okay, what if we put this in the middle of it? But then we remove that one. Yeah, we remove this one here. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. And if we want to do a little extra, we can do this. Why? I don't know why these can't be nudged. That's stupid. Whatever. It's the stupidest, like, restriction. Like, oh, we won't allow you to nudge that. It's like, why? Because we say so. Oh, okay. That's not what they actually said, but it is annoying that they have those restrictions that just make no sense whatsoever. It's like the restriction just does not make sense. But you can't do anything about it, so. Anyway, that's all hooked up. Now we just gotta hook it up over at the power plant over there. And here we are over at our nuclear power plant with our massive building over here. Come on, power. There we go. There we go up. This is where we're going to put the drone port, by the way. Now, this drone port doesn't have to have batteries because there's already a drone port with batteries on this route, so we don't have to worry about putting batteries in it, luckily. So transport, drone port. I think I want to like hang it off the building like this. I think that would look cool. I just gotta get it centered. Never mind, I centered it. Okay. That works. There we go. I don't know why, I just like hanging stuff off of... This is meant to hang off buildings anyway. So it looks like it. Nice. Now we'll put a drone on this. Very good, very good. And of course we're gonna call this... Nuclear... Nuclear power plant. There we go. Okay. Then we just need a power up thing. I think what I'll do is I'll make my own like little pole here. Go to like this spot here. Just so it's up and out of the way. And then like that. Okay, these are now powered. So now I'm going to this port. I might remove the drone so it doesn't... Or would it work? Would it still work like that? So this port... Its destination port is going to be the pressure conversion cube factory. And then the relevant ports, this destination is going to be this port. Okay, and I think it should bring some batteries with it, shouldn't it? Doesn't it bring like some batteries? Okay. Okay, so I think that's working. And I don't know if that other drone has moved yet. Let's see, where are we? Too far. Okay, there's that drone. Alright, it's bringing stuff over here. But it's not going to be able to land because there's a drone already here. Let me remove this drone. It flies through the terrain and through my building. What the heck? Did you see it fly through the terrain? What the hell? Maybe we should just have the one drone. I don't know. Because it always brings enough batteries for a round trip, right? But we can't ever have a drone from this port. Because this is... Did it put anything in it? I could have swore I hooked up the belts. Oh, there we go. Finally unloaded. Okay, and there's nothing to pick up, so... Anyway. So this is the outgoing. Oh, which needs to be split, of course. I don't know, maybe we'll do that next time. Because we still got some stuff to do with nuclear pasta, and then we'll be moving on to the thermal proportion rockets and the magnetic field generators. Yeah, it flies through the frickin' terrain. Look at that. Right through them trees. Yeah, it's okay. This is the only drone I'm going to be using. Because I just needed to transport a short distance where we can't put any train stations or anything. I mean, we could. If we really wanted to, we could put a train station over there, but I don't know. I think the drone will be okay. Plus, we'd have to put a train station here somewhere, which we don't have room to do. That's okay. But anyway, I think that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. I think we got quite a bit done. We got the pressure conversion cubes finished, and we got them being transported over here, back and forth. And then that's going to bring the nuclear pasta, when they're done, that's going to bring it back over to the, whatchamacallit, over to the pressure conversion cube factory. Which is then going to bring it to this factory and drop off those nuclear pastas to then send to central storage so we can start collecting it. And hopefully that'll be done eventually. All that stuff. But yeah, still got a little bit to go, but very close to the end of the season here as well. Dropping off a package even though there's no package. But anyway, as the sun rises on this foggy morning, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. And like I said, next time we'll work on finishing up the factory for the nuclear pasta, and then Once that's done, we'll start working on thermal propulsion rockets and magnetic field generators. We've got some spots to put those, and then we'll be at the end of our series. Pretty much, we just all it takes is time. But like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.